This week's studies have me thinking about the value in contemplating impermanence and transience. And today I thought I would share through a more anecdotal reflection point. I'm currently 10 days out from an athletic competition, and the type of competing that I'm doing involves a number of different things. It involves lifting weights and the discipline to ensure that I'm doing my workouts sustainably and that I'm chipping away at my work and what I could call progress every day. The biggest element of the sport I'm competing in, though, is ensuring that the element of my being that I want to be making the decisions is indeed in the driver's seat. More specifically, food choices are one of the biggest elements of the sport that I compete in. And I find that food and the activity of eating and everything that is involved in that is a wonderful aperture through which to see our practice. Firstly, it's an activity that we all involve ourselves in and that we can't refrain from doing. So in that way, it's quite universal. And it's an activity that is inevitably influenced by thought form of the past and the future, which makes it a really rich playground for the traffic of mind. I noticed, anecdotally, that in my prep for this competition, I was really connecting to sensation of ease, a sensation of itself so, in terms of my patterning toward enabling the element of my being that I want to be in the driver's seat to actually be in the driver's seat. I have felt this so vividly and so consistently that it didn't occur to me that that feeling might go away. In the last week and a half, I have been intensely challenged. It's been a wonderful opportunity for humility in this experience and to really get my fingers into the soil of this playground that I've committed myself to. Something that I've learned from all of the falling and crawling and then getting back up on my feet that I've done in the last week and a half is to honor a recollection of impermanence, even in, and maybe even more so when I'm feeling the glide. I'm feeling the wu-wei sensation of itself so, or something that many of us call flow or momentum. This morning I caught myself noticing that I was feeling some ease and celebrating that and enjoying it. And then I thought, I think that this is a great opportunity to remember everything that I've learned. And I'm going to right now layer over my recent recollection of how fragile this state of being is. And what I found there is it brought me back into the current moment. And what I realized there was that even in that wonderful feeling of momentum that I had, that really endured for a number of months in the prep for this competition, even in my very connection to that glide, I was distancing myself from the present moment by expecting that glide to continue. and by forgetting the impermanence and the fragility of every state of being. Thankfully, I am back to standing on the shaky ground, which is reality, or the lack of ground under my feet, which is reality. And I feel so grateful for that reality. And I feel so grateful for everything that was involved in all of my stumbling, in having to be reminded yet again that the ground that I was feeling under my feet wasn't actually there. Page 152. In order to intensify the attractive quality of taking a novel approach to our sense of self, I'm looping in a passage from Book 43, Alan Watts, the book on the taboo against knowing who you are.